Hello, welcome to our March video. In March, we're going to be talking about writing a great beginning to your novel. It's so important because this is the part that not only has to hook your readers, but has to hook a publisher or an agent. You have to have a strong beginning, both when you're submitting, because that's what's going to get people's attention or not, convince them to keep reading your book. Unfortunately, they get a lot of submissions. Anywhere gets a lot of submissions, and if it's not a great beginning, they're just going to toss it back on the slush pile, as they call it. And then, of course, if you do get published, there are a lot of books out there competing for your readers' attention. So, if your beginning's not good, they might just decide to go read something else. So, it's super important to craft a great beginning, to have a hook. And a mistake that a lot of beginning authors make, I think, is starting out too slow, feeling like you have to kind of get all the background out at the beginning, and you have to know all your characters and, you know, what their daily lives are like and their routines and everything. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way, and often that's not really a good path to take. I would say you need to start out with something exciting, something that raises questions without being too head-scratching. So there's a term for this that we call en media res. That means in the middle of the action. So you start in the middle of something. You throw them into something exciting that's happening where the main character has to make a choice of some sort that reveals something about that character. So you're already getting to know the main character through his or her choices. Something that is pertinent to the plot. And so something that gets them right away and be like, oh, you know, I want to find out more about what's going on here. I want to get to know this person more. It's so much better than just saying, so-and-so woke up, and went down to breakfast. You know, just something sort of mundane. We don't want the mundane. We have the mundane already. And so we want to make sure that, that's something that catches their attention right away, that hook. And after you've completed your novel, it's a great idea to go back to these first couple chapters, the first 10 pages or whatever, because often when you submit something, you'll submit just the first couple chapters, the first 10, 15, 20 pages, whatever. They won't actually ask you to send the whole thing unless they're interested. And so you got to do a lot of your editing on the very beginning. Make sure everything is pristine. There are no typos. There's nothing that bogs down the beginning. So that's super important. Well, if you have any questions about how to start your novel, if you want to run your beginning by me to see if that is interesting, please do. I'm more than happy to help in that way. Good luck and happy writing.